Welcome back, one and all, to Thy and I Play Xenoblade Chronicles 3. On the last episode, we got 4 very equally sized shipments of ether cylinders. There is no reason why we couldn't have fit them into 3. We absolutely needed 4. On this episode, we are going to talk to people at the camp because that is we have things to discuss. Lots of topics came up in the last episode that we should talk about. Oh my gosh. Why? This is too much. Guernica Vandom, Fortune Clovers. Oh, these are yellow, and these are not yellow, and these are normal. Alright, well, oh boy, lots of side quests, and lots of hero quests. Oh my goodness. We will do, let's talk about the clothing. We'll learn about the denim situation. So those clothes we'd borrowed all that time ago, guess they were city-made in the first place. Thinking about it, does that mean we might see people with the same outfits walking around? Wait, you don't think... my style, it's not weird or anything, right? The fact that you would just have, like, a black t-shirt on with a collar? Probably pretty common. I wonder. We did get dressed in a hurry then. There wasn't time to think about style too carefully. Judging from the city's people's perspectives, it's not impossible. It's something about the ensemble might appear extremely offensive. Oh no, this is what I was afraid of. You look fine, Noah. Don't let Tyon's mutterings get you down. What could he possibly say about style? The man has a scarf that goes down to his knees. What about Tyon's clothes? Bring up the scarf. I need my attire to be functional, that's it. It's entirely pointless to worry solely about its appearance. Wow, that's pretty sensible. Actually, a very Tyon approach. While we're on the subject, Tyon, there's something I've wanted to say for a while now. What's that? Your scarf is deeply uncool. I agree, Uni. We are in agreement on this topic. What did you just say? Repeat yourself, I dare you. Haha, I knew it. You're as vain as the rest of us, you poser. That's hilarious. Tyon is just as aesthetically conscious as the rest of us.
Could you all come round for a second?
We need to talk about books now. Did you notice how in the city, people called adults, like Monica, teach those smaller folks things? Not smaller folks, Uni. The words children. I saw adults reading books to children. It was a really peaceful scene somehow. Yeah, I remember in our old training and lectures, they basically beat stuff into us. Nothing so relaxed as this. I imagine Monica would say this is how things are meant to be. She'd have a point. I can't really imagine those children holding weapons, fighting for their lives. Before Monica became an adult, do you think Guernica read to her like that, too? I guess he might have. Strange, isn't it? I can't picture it at all. Yeah, bit outlandish, isn't it? Very outlandish. Books? The printed word? How do they make so many books? I don't see any printing presses around here. Oh, side quests, cheat music, scavenging. Alright, I'll do these 2 discussion topics, but I will not do the side quests just yet. We need a bit more stuff to do. The side quests, they get so out of hand so quickly.
Let's lay out the facts.
Scavenging. The city's full of things I've never heard of, and all this amazing tech and stuff. But they seem to have to scavenge things like Levnis parts, like we do. It'll be a sight harder than just normal scavenging as well. Outwitting both Agnes and Kavas to get the stuff they need? Not my idea of fun. Not my idea of fun. And they can't leave any trace behind either. Except for, the times when they leave clothes behind for Colony 9 to find. That's why they have a specialized scavenging force. They're trained very specifically to be invisible. They're elite, but in a different way to Monica's corps, which fight on the front lines. I assume there can't be many of them, so the force can stay flexible and mobile. What, like a little secret platoon? The little platoon that could. Hey, could we pay a visit? My brain wants to combine all of the words. Let's visit Gnome Wetlands ourselves. I'd like to know more about these lost numbers. You're curious about the scavengers? A little. It seems like a lot of hard work. We could lend them a hand. They're probably pretty short-handed over there. At least, Uni made it sound like they're a titchy little unit. Oh, so it's my fault, is it? I mean, there really isn't anyone to blame for anything. It's not like Uni is responsible for the short-handedness of this particular scavenger corps. Either way, it's a good opportunity to get to know them better. Noah, ever the practical one, to Gnome Wetlands. Well, I mean, like, eventually. Not right now. Fortune Clovers, Guernica Vandam, and someone's sheet music.
Let's lay out the facts.
So about the sheet music we found in the city. Don't ask me how I know that this is sheet music. I mean, you can. I had to go ask someone making music, and they were like, "Oh, this is what I'm doing, but on paper." So I mean, you learn something new every day. I gave it a wait. There are people. They would know about sheet music because they're off-seers. I am apparently as oblivious as the next person. I know even less than the people with no cultural knowledge, which is entirely fair. The melody made me really happy for some reason. It's so strange. It's completely different to off-seer melodies. It looks like only half of the music is in here, though. I'd really like to know the rest. Someone in the city will have dropped it, most certainly. We should see if we can find who it belongs to. Yeah, we absolutely should. Let's find somewhere with plenty of people and try asking around. Counterpoint. Another quest for the log. Oh my goodness gracious. We'll save these two for later. We're definitely going to do Guernica Vandam first, and honestly, we're probably going to do that one sooner rather than later.
Resume our travels?
Yes, we are, Izzard, and by resume our travels... Oh, there's someone right down there, isn't it? They're right down there. Later. Focus on your main objective, which is going back to Monica saying, "We got the boat ready. Oh boy. Okay, here we go."
There, all done.
Wow! Amazing!
Okay, I'll bagsy the next one. I even brought the materials and stuff. Make me something mega cool, yeah?
Sure. What kind of blade do you want? Sword? Gun?
Fists.
Okie dokie.
Hey. If we didn't have to fight each other, you think that could have been Yoren?
Yoren, did you ditch training again just to work on this stuff? Did not. I'm not skiving. I just had a bad headache. I gave notice too.
Excuse me? No one did that for you, right?
Yeah, I'm used to doing it.
Okay, it's done. Hold on. Is that...
Who's that? Lance?
This one's Uni, and this is Noah.
Hey, that looks just like me. Good job, matey.
Huh?
I love it, Yoren.
Yeah?
Yeah. We don't have your talent. All we can do is slash and shoot each other. But you create things.
Hey, so who's this? We know someone like that?
Looks like a real tough fella.
That's... it's me.
What?
This is you.
It looks nothing like you.
Yeah, but, like, that's what I want to end up like, someday. Silly, huh?
It's not silly. I believe in you. I've seen exactly what you can do.
You think he's got what it takes? You're talking out your bum.
No, I'm not. He can do it. Right, Yoren?
I'll try then. I'll try really hard.
He looked up to me, man. Smiling.
Sometimes it's hard to judge, huh? What we're supposed to be protecting. It all gets a bit blurry.
Yeah.
Even so, his smile was the real thing. We should cherish that. Next time we'll think twice about who really needs punching.
Yeah. Yeah, I hear you.
So you saw it?
Huh?
Your husk. Your own lifeless husk. You've come across it?
How did you...
Your eyes. You looked like you were gazing into your own past.
That's crazy. Live long enough and you learn how to figure out stuff like that.
Oh, it hasn't been as long as you think. But folk do tell me I'm pretty sharp.
No. How come you don't wake these guys up? Couldn't you use the help? Or is it because they'd just be Mobius fodder?
They can't be fodder. If we wake them up here, they'll be freed from the shackles of the flame clock.
So why then?
Because this is our fight. We don't know how long it'll take. And their lives are short.
So you don't want to get them mixed up in everything?
That's one reason.
And the other?
People need to learn who they really are. What they have to leave behind for posterity. I want them to wake up in a world that affords them that chance.
How do we discover who we really are?
That from the husk.
Yeah.
You won't find yourself there.
Huh?
You've got to look to the present and the future only. The one in the past, it isn't you. You didn't make that, and it's not yours.
Make that?
But look to the future, and you can build yourself up however you like. You can become whoever you want to be.
I can?
You've got the power to do so. Be true to yourself.
Thank you. That's...
Well, that's what my dad always said.
your dad.
But it goes for you, too.
True to myself. We'll see.
Ha! Really? Did you seriously just burn your tongue again?
You saw that.
Well, your soup is one of the highlights of my day.
Really? Whoa, thanks. I'm flattered.
It was just the truth.
Want some to taste test?
For real. Good thing I got off early. You enjoy cooking?
Oh, it's been drilled into me. It's a ritual now. Can't really start the day without making a pot.
I get you. 2 months, huh? Since that battle.
Yeah.
You're tough. No joke.
Eh?
We heard from uni that you're just like us.
Oh, that part.
I've been plodding along, playing it all cool. But when we saw him again, I thought, nah, snuff all of this.
I'm scared too. Just so you know. Since Monica told us the whole truth, I've hoped... No. I'm sure I'll see Miyabi again. I'm so sure of it.
Hard, wasn't it? Hearing that.
Yeah. But it sure beats ignorance.
That's what Noah thinks too. You're hard as nails.
What we don't know might as well not exist. It's an obvious way to think, but it isn't right. Closing my eyes doesn't mean evil disappears.
And so, you go on.
Yeah, I'll keep going, while my flame still flickers to the bitter end, with all of you.
You said it.
Did we hear from Monica yet? Yeah, the ship's ready. Mr. Salmon must have pulled an all-nighter. It's all going to kick off soon. Our preparations should also be complete. Let's rendezvous with Mr. Salmon. The fishman himself. He's waiting for us at the port. Let's indeed. And go we shall. Lots of things to think about with those cutscenes. Especially the one with Yorin. There's a lot to potentially draw from the fact that he carved himself in the outfit of a console. Lot to think. I'll let that simmer in the back of everyone's brain spaces for a bit. There's a little bit more to go before I can talk as much as I want to at length about that. It'll happen eventually. Don't you worry about that. I do have lots of thoughts about stuff like that. So, either way, we're going back to Mr. Salmon because our boat is ready. And oh my gosh, all of the side quests. Side quests that we have, side quests that we don't have. It'll take forever to do all of them. Maybe I'll do like one side quest an episode. That's probably a tall order, but I mean, it's probably the only way we get stuff like this done in a reasonable amount of time. Why is the quest marker all the way over there? Are we on the right quest? No, we're not. Oh, it's a side quest. Which side quest are we doing? Talk to Mizuki. Why do we have to talk to Mizuki? Who's Mizuki? I'm not going to worry about that. We're not doing that. We can implement that going into the next episode, perhaps. Mr. Salmon, the boat, is it ready? I've been waiting for you. Ship is steady ready. Okay, I'm counting on you to bust out and bring back Gondor. You're counting on us. Count on yourself. You're coming too, aren't you? This isn't the Lost Numbers' only job right now, you know. Jansen, you're in charge of the infiltration. Understood. Try not to drag us down, Ouroboros. Oh, trust me, we won't. Worry about yourselves, exactly. I am with Lands on this one. Salmon, tell us the route. Meh. Mehem. As said before, you cross along Erythia Sea on good ship boundary, then go to prison direct underneath castle. Ah, good. Right through the fog. But here is detail of importance. Even if all get there without bumps and bruises, island is surrounded by tall cliff on all sides. Boundary only run over water. After that, friends will need to proceed under own strength. so we just have to do our best to climb up the cliffs without getting rumbled. If we can climb up them just by doing our best, then that's great, but first, it can't be done. If the prison's in Agnes Castle, then it's going to be more heavily guarded than any old colony. Right on the money. Before you head for the prison, rendezvous with a soldier hiding on nearby... Interesting way of phrasing it. Before you head for the prison, rendezvous with a soldier hiding on nearby Vinisog Holm. Language. There it's going and it's gone. Her name's Kasami. She's the only soldier who managed to escape from Hope's Rest. If we learn about how she managed to escape, we can use that information in our infiltration. Is that right? Vinisog Holm is on the way anyway, so rather than fiddle with janky comms, I thought it'd be best to go there and chat. Yeah, makes sense. That's all I've got to say. Get everything ready for departure. Alright. Alrighty doodles. Goodest of luck to friends. Wait, are you not piloting us, Mr. Samon? Samon is tired after a long night of work. Please to not overwork poor Samon. So who is our pilot then? Pilot is inside you all along. Samon can send any information to... Wait, hold on. Reset the brain, the language, the mental dictionary is rebooting. Okay, I'm ready for the sentence again. Pilot is inside you all along. Samon can send information of direction to any iris, so anyone who wants to pilot can fulfill dream. But, however, if break boundary is punishable by mega spankings, I would not want to be on the receiving end of a Nopon's mega spankings if he has a hammer like that. Yeah, we get it. If you break the ship, you get the hammer. Fine. Riku will volunteer for pilot. Is that okay? Is easier than working Levnis. Riku was our mechanic back in the colony, if you didn't know. I'm not sure he's ever proven himself worth your time, considering he hasn't done anything since getting here, and neither have we, to be honest. I mean, technically Riku has helped in at least one Mobius fight, maybe. He's helped us kill some spiders at the very least, so he's as good a mechanic as he is an exterminator. He's good with stuff like this. Like I said, mechanic and exterminator. I trust him to lead us right. Sure, it'll be fine. What could possibly go wrong with someone piloting a ship where he can't even see over the steering wheel, let alone outside the window? We'll do our best. Riku seems like he should be holding a gun with that pose. This Gondor person is in prison. This Gondor person in prison is our key to finding the whereabouts of the true queens. We have to pull this off. And pull this off we shall. The castle beckons. Piloting the boundary. Oh my goodness gracious, a tutorial. How I have missed you. Press A near the boundary to board it. Accelerate with the ZR button. Reverse with B. Turn with the left stick. And then hold A to disembark anywhere at any time. That is ominous. Alright, well, I kind of want to pilot it.
Come on, let's hop on the boundary.
You bet.
We will. But yes, now that we have access to the boundary and the wider area, we actually get... Oh boy, ZR? Yes, this button. We get access to a brand new, absolutely ginormous area. Erythia Sea, which is quite something. Quite the area, if I do say so myself. Just look at all these gorgeous locations. Black fog, surprons, waterfalls, castles. Cadencia's region of the Erythia Sea. Yep, this place is absolutely ginormous, as I said. Let me show you the area map. This is just the little path up to the area that we're in. But this entire area, all of it is able to be gotten to. It looks less impressive with none of the map filled in, but let me assure you, this place is absolutely massive. There is so much to do in this location that we will be spending a lot of time on these waters. A lot of time indeed. But to get started, we are going... this is the wrong direction. Right. Controlling this stupid ship is something to get used to. The controls are not as intuitive as one might expect. Moving with the camera is not easy because it doesn't move with the camera. Like normally you can like control it by like going forward and then moving the camera. It doesn't really work like that. It's very strange. It's hard to explain if I'm being completely honest. But we're not fighting any cross tips right now. It's not that time. Before we do any major exploration of the area, I would like to, how should I say, get at least a little bit of the story going so we can freely explore, I should say. I want to get the objective where it sends us to the castle first and foremost. So to do that, we have to find a way how to get in. And that's what this is for. That's why we're here on Vinazog Home. There's nobody here. Puzzles. Oh, please don't say puzzles. I'm terrible at puzzles. This is definitely the rendezvous point. You guys take a load off. I'll look around. Sure thing. Only one person? You don't even want to, like, do the buddy system? Seems kind of unwise.
It's gorgeous. I can hardly believe my eyes. Is this real?
We don't wage many battles at sea, so makes sense the seas would be relatively untouched.
Aha.
When people do die at sea, it's usually due to their Phoronis sinking. They drown. It's hard to draw out their life with a blade. Putting it that way, I guess it's kinda obvious, huh?
A little ironic that that's why it still looks so pristine.
The other half of my reason.
Oh, are we talking about that now?
About why I'm here, yes. Right? I told you there was a second half.
Hmm?
It's you, Mio.
Me? What do you...
You want to leave an impression. On all of us. And the world. Don't you? I can only hazard a guess at what you'd want it to be. And even then, I'm not confident I'd guess right. But let me just say this. You've only got a little over a month left. We can't change that fact. It doesn't give you much time to leave your mark. If there were anything I could do to give you time, if it were in my power, I would. Not just me. Senna too. And Noah. We all think that way. Mio?
Sparks. You're making me tear up here, man.
Oh, sorry. That wasn't my intention.
No, thank you. Nimue doing.
Huh?
You were even being nice to Uni. Stuff like that.
Oh. Oh, really? I'd never even thought about it.
Let's give thanks if we ever see one of those trees of hers.
A Sophronia? Right. I think that's a great idea.
Everyone's here. Good. Is this the person that made it out of the prison camp, then? Kisame. Right. Sorry to rush you, but could you tell us about the camp? I can. Let's see now. Inside the camp, every prisoner is tracked using identification devices. You need those devices to move around the grounds. But if you go anywhere you're not supposed to, they'll trip the alarm and the guards will come running. So you can't go anywhere without them. But they're stopping you from escaping. Crafty so-and-sos. So how did you manage to escape then? I'll be honest, most of it was sheer luck. I was working by the western gate when I happened to notice that there were fewer guards than normal. I asked my mates to help and we got me out alone. In other words, it wouldn't be feasible for us to infiltrate by the same route you used to leave. I imagine it wouldn't, no. In that case, why not drop the sneaky stuff and just get caught on purpose? If the guards figure out you're Ouroboros, the plan's gonna fall to pieces. They'll just kill you right then and there. At least until you can get information out of Gondor on the inside, you can't let the Agnians know that you're Ouroboros. Right. So we're saying stealth is the only way to get everyone out safely, Gondor included. Since you've mentioned Gondor, we used to gather in the central cell block for morning assembly, so it should be easy to make contact, provided you could get in, of course. Good info, thanks. I suppose we'll need more data points on the prison if we're to figure out a way of infiltrating it. I figured you might say that, so I got busy while I was waiting here for you. I was observing the Agnian troops. Seems to me you might have more luck getting information from them, seeing as how I only saw one part of the prison. Can you see that island to the northwest? That's Corn Island. I saw the Agnian transport Balaena. I saw the an Agnian transport unit heading that way. It's most likely the Levnis from the castle, so if you can access a terminal or something, you might just be able to learn a thing or two. And then there's Thurbin Island to the northeast. It has the Erythia relay base on it, permanent garrison and all, so you won't have trouble finding information there. It sounds like we'll have to accept a certain level of risk since there is no other way. We just want that info, right? We can slip in and out without getting caught, quick as you like. Yeah, I would like that, but how likely does it sound knowing the group that we're in? More data on the prison is important, sure, but it won't mean much if we don't figure out how to circumvent the ID devices. Here, you can use this. This is the device they'd put on me. We'll probably need more than one, considering there's, 6 Ouroboros, a bunch of heroes, and then the discount Ouroboros that's not really Ouroboros. Oh no, we have more. Okay, I take back my words. I was incorrect. I'm sure everything is going to go to plan. These are the ones from my friends who died in the camp. Should be enough for all of you, and then some. Okay, immediately being proved wrong, that's perfectly alright. In something like this, I'd rather be proven wrong than being proven right. Thanks, we appreciate it. Jansen? About those ID devices, mind letting me have a crack? I think I can pull the warning systems out of them. And since you need a few, I'd like to borrow Nizik. Understood, thank you. So with the devices in Kirto's hands, we'll see what we can find on Corn Island and Thurbin Island.
Time for a tea break?
No, not time for a tea break. We're in the middle of a highly dangerous operation to gather intelligence about Corn Island, Thurbin Island, and infiltrating the prison castle. It's not time for tea. Well, I mean, it's always time for tea in high stakes scenarios. Who knows, though? Who knows? Either way, that will wrap up this episode. On the next episode, we will be going either to Corn Island, to Thurbin Island, or back to do more side quests, maybe, maybe not. Either way, we are focusing very much on this next leg of the story in infiltrating the castle, and that is something that will be very dangerous for all of us. That dude's level 79, very dangerous. 30 levels higher. Kill Happy Brialdor. What a terrifying opponent. We'll fight him long in the future. Certainly not next episode. Either way, whether you watched for 30 seconds or the entire thing, thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you next time, where we do some more infiltration. Later.